Hey, Cancer. Sorry I didn't get to you sooner. I had a day that I had to take off yesterday. So today I'm having to do two readings, Gemini and you, in my shorts. Anyway, let's get to it and see what's going on for my Cancer collective today. Spirit, angel, ancestors, guides, please, for the highest good of my Cancer collective. What messages do they need to know regarding them? Maybe who they're dealing with. People, places, and things for Cancer. Cancer, don't let the past hold you back. South Node. Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. All right. Well, adjustments are required are self-explanatory. So maybe you're doing something that Spirit is trying to guide you toward changing. Maybe not a full change, just a pivot, perhaps. Don't let the past hold you back. So you may be feeling stagnant. South Node is prevalent here. I don't know if you know your North and South Node. I suggest you do a birth chart to see. Your South Node is where you're comfortable at. Your North Node is your karmic path. Your karmic and where you're supposed to go and the lessons you're supposed to learn karmically in this life. Karmic isn't always bad. It can be good. It depends. You reap what you sow in this world. But your South Node is going to be the polarity point from whatever your North Node is. So this doesn't say. So that's sometimes that just means go the opposite way with adjustments are required than what you're going. So maybe telling you to pivot. And full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. I'm just hearing this is something about someone doing things individually, and maybe this is meant to be something more toward relationship. With the South Node being here and Aries being here, the South Node of that sign is Libra. That's about relationships. And if it's asking to go toward the South Node, and it might be asking you to go more toward relationship than in a singular way, we'll see when we pull the cards. So, for our Cancer collective spirit, for the highest good of our Cancer collective, what messages do we have here? Show me what's going on in their world. Advice for how to navigate what's happening for them. And who, person, place, or thing that they might be dealing with. All right, Cancer, I am currently looking at someone in a scenario here, and I'll just tell you real fast what signs are on the table for now. There's a Scorpio here. There's a Capricorn. You, maybe Pisces. I'm not feeling Pisces as much, though. There's a little bit of Pisces over here in the future, but mainly what's here right now is yourself, Capricorn, Scorpio. That's it. Now, if I did not call out your sign or who you're dealing with, or Aries or Libra, if I didn't call any of those signs out and you're not dealing with them, then it's not about the sign, it's about the energy that's with it. Or this doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. Check your other signs. Anyway, Cancer, somebody has learned their lesson in this scenario about not being honest with themselves or others. They're getting real. Facing the fact that recently they were definitely left alone, feeling left out, not part of the crowd. That thing that cancers tend to do sometimes. They just don't say anything. Cancer in its shadow can a lot of times be very victim like. But coming out of this, having it's like one more turn for this Nine of Wands, and you'll definitely be dropping some of the old stuff that you were carrying forward. Because there's an air of carrying forward old pain. But you're not lying to yourself anymore, or whoever in this. It may not be you, it might be who you're dealing with. Unless you're a cross watcher. You put the people where they belong, okay? However, coming in the near future is yourself more in an upright position, more open to receiving love or receiving emotion, getting in touch with the emotions here. I'm seeing toxicity leave, the toxic habits, toxic tendencies. Um, with the basically the toxic stuff I saw was the self-loathing, kind of lying to yourself, and the tendency to be like fly by night, Knight of Wands energy. There was a tendency there in the past to be that person. That is the real fun Saturday night and a lonely Sunday morning. It's the person don't stay for breakfast. Or they don't stick around for the long haul. They're there for the fun. And that's starting to leave here. And the reason somebody acts like this typically is because their cups are in the reverse. And that being said is the fact that, they're not open for love. They're open for lust and not open for love. And that is what's happening here. It makes perfect sense. Don't let your past hold you back. Adjustments are required at fiery climax approaches. You know why? Because the outcome here is this death card. It's scorpionic energy. It is a rebirth. That means there is an awakening on the table right now for either Cancer or the person they're dealing with. One of you is awakening to old bad behaviors, moving away from it. There's a message coming in. I don't know. I'm going to clarify that one and see what this is about. Because going forward, after this death cycle is over, this awakening comes in. It's new. It goes to the Ace. Two of Pentacles goes in reverse. No more juggling. There's still a holdup, though. There's still one more thing that is holding. Because the Four of Cups is in the reverse. The Moon is in the reverse. And the Three of Wands is here. So, whatever it is, it's not going to move fast. The Wheel of Fortune is here. That's a fear right now. Even though you want things to calm down with whatever this was over here, all this feeling, there's a block with allowing that wheel to turn. But fate's going to step in here. The higher power, the higher calling is going to say, get out of this. It's time to move. We got to move. And it's going to put you in a place of doing that. There's still a block here, and we're going to look at it about waiting on something to come in. When I don't think you're meant to wait, I think you're supposed to pivot according to these cards. So yeah, fiery climax approaches, and we're going to see what that is, because the Knight of Swords is over here, and we're going to check out this Eight of Wands and see what this is about. Show me this Eight of Wands for Cancer. Aries energy. There's a Gemini here. You're going to receive a message, maybe from an Aries or a Gemini. Somebody with a lot of they have a lot. Okay, hang on. You're telling me to shuffle or to pull another card. Okay. There we go. All right, that repeats this. All right. All right, Cancer. Coming in, it's either an Aries or an Aquarius. There's going to be a communication or a message or something from someone who has a lot of willpower, a lot of self-confidence, someone who has the ability, the willingness, all the capabilities in the world. They're single, they're operating individually toward a hope and a dream that work has not been put in on. Either you're going to get a message that they're going to stop doing this, or it's going to be a turning point of a message that someone wants this. It can be either or. It depends on you and the fact that there are thousands of you watching, and I don't know which one applies to which. Whatever this message is, Aquarian energy, Aries energy, Magician, that's Gemini, the message comes in and it is going to activate, push forward, fast forward button. It's going to create the turn of the wheel that you've been afraid of and create this rebirth cycle. Let's get a little more information on this rebirth cycle for you. Show me that Death card. All right, this Death card is going, the whole rebirth cycle, what it's going to contend of is the fact that someone here has been in a position of taking advantage of their power, continuously looking back and making a choice not to get themselves out of a stuck energy, refusing to look at and not listening to spirit, not allowing themselves to get to a place to make a judgment call. in a new direction. Because Spirit doesn't mean for someone in this scenario to stay in the position they're in. Nothing's getting accomplished. It's stagnant. So adjustments are required. And when we don't make them ourselves, when we block the wheel from turning, then Spirit takes over. Show me why this Wheel of Fortune is in this fear position for Cancer. Whoever is blocking the wheel from turning, blocking the rebirth cycle or the change to take place that's needed to take place, whether it's in a relationship or outside of a relationship, or even if it has to do with relationship, it could be about work. Work is over here, but it could be about working on a relationship. Either way, in the past, there was deception, either to themselves or others. There was fly-by-night energy, non-committal. And someone's waking up to that. They're actually able to stand back and see what it was that was happening. And it's going, the catalyst is going to be this message that comes in. If it's not already happened and you're not already feeling that way, then it's coming in the near future. The reason why there's a block with all this right here is because somebody's afraid they'll lose their stability and money, and they don't think that they have the strength for it, or maybe they don't have the courage for it. They're being in victimhood, and that can't keep going on. There's no growth there. We're not meant to stay stagnant. And if that's what's happening, if somebody's sitting still in one place and they're not moving, well, energy will come in to move it. But you can't stay in one spot forever if it's meant for if your soul is meaning to do something forward. So there's another block that comes in up here. What can Cancer do about this other block that's here? All right. The reason why the other block is here is because someone is sitting there in one space waiting for somebody else to make a move instead of going out and utilizing their support systems. You got plenty of them here. There's a celebration to be had. And there's plenty of somebody to offer the Six of Pentacles. There's friends out here. There's a support system here. But somebody is sitting here in this energy. Poor, poor, pitiful me. I'm not going to hang out with nobody. Well, if you don't congregate with others, then you don't get out there into the world. So what happens? A higher power comes in and shakes things up a little bit. So you can sit where you're at, under your blanket, and keep your little tootsies warm all day long and not learn anything. Lose all your money, as my dad used to say. Go on, act like that. Lose all your friends. Block the wheel from turning. Moving real, real slow. Always conflict. And then you'll be forced to move. That's the Chariot card. That's Cancer. Chariot. Take off. Nobody's meant to be singular solitary all the time. And I think I'm looking at a Cancer or somebody involved in the scenario that is isolating. It's telling you to go the opposite direction. Remember I said, so Aries energy, it came up here. Aries energy is all about doing everything on your own, by yourself. All right? But this is saying South Node. The South Node of Aries is Libra. That's about relationship. It's time to go into relationship. Adjustments are required. You're letting the past hold you back, or someone here is. They're keeping themselves out, over here to the side, continuously. They're not going out and talking to friends. They're isolating. Cancer, or the person you're dealing with, is isolating. So something's going to come in to shake that up. is this going for Cancer? Any advice for Cancer regarding this message today? Love flows through you and to you, Cancer. Expect the wondrous to emerge. Miracles. Your light is shining brightly, reaching your destination. So, yes, I think that the thing for you to do is definitely make a decision to take a look at what keeps you in place. Why do you isolate? And getting out of that is the best thing you can do. Because you've been isolating, or someone that you're dealing with is. So, adjustments are required if our climax approaches, Cancer. So I don't know who you're dealing with, but I hope this helped you to understand what needs to happen here. You can wait on this to come in and make changes. If you don't have any control over it, then you can sit back and grab some popcorn and watch the show. Because it's going to come to a point where somebody don't have a choice here. The wheel has to turn. You can't keep it from turning forever. Anyway, Cancer, I hope it helped. Please share, like, subscribe. If you click down here in the corner, there should be a place to do that. Get you right over there. Thank you for watching. And until next time, love and light.